Wednesday, July 5th, 89 degrees outside, balmy in the shop. I might have to break down and buy shorts this year. It might be the year.
Yeah, it's pretty warm in here.
The older I get, the less tolerant I am of the heat. I think I wore my coat during the winter once this year. We are still waiting on the large shell stock order, probably be here next week. So we are chipping away at the board. Bill is working on the tenor repairs and a chopping block. I'm working on snare anchors and then some wet sanding. These things need the tom trim. Bill found the tom trim had been band-added together with Gorilla Glue.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
He's working on some bolt replacements for these stop bolts, which have warbled out the holes and chewed up the metal. Some light sanding on the inside, some poly, then new heads, I believe.
Yeah, these the design of these always like kind of baffled me, because you have these bolts that set the angle of the tilt of the drums, but you have these steel bolts that just go up against this, I don't know if it's aluminum or magnesium, what it is, but the bolts just chew the crap out of these pieces. So on these you can see they're totally trashed. Not super busy right now. I was like, I'm just gonna come up with something. So I milled those down and then made these little steel inserts to be like a bearing face, so the bolts will press against the steel and hopefully that'll hold up. So now I'm making really fussy custom bolts to go in there that, I don't know, if we were more busy I definitely wouldn't take the time to do this, but
I had to conjure the image of prison Mike again because it's too dang hot in here.
prison Mike.
49. Should work for a while. I'm definitely gonna forget where I put these. We know the thorough thing to do would be to fully disassemble, sand, repoly, but it's not in the school's budget.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not what they asked me to do. They just said make them playable, and I need to be more disciplined about not doing way more work than the client asked for or is willing to pay for. I'm just gonna slap enough poly on there that the wood is protected and call them good.
This thing looks like it's from the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Surface finish was really good. I wonder if I just chewed up the inserts. I was running it slower earlier, but it's supposed to be like a high-speed face mill. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try to run it a little faster and see what happens.
I think I just gave the inserts a run for their money. I finally got like an actual face mill, and they're really expensive, but I finally found an expensive one. You can see the tool holder is something somebody made, but it's all right.
This was pretty tight. I wonder what makes it lose its will to live. UV? Probably.
But eventually this stuff always starts drooping in the front, and then once that happens, it's not long for this world. I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't put Gorilla Glue on your tom trim to try and get it to last for another season. Just replace it. It only costs like $25 to get enough trim to do a whole set of tenors. And it's easy and it doesn't take very long. I think I finally got a feed and speed that this thing actually likes. It's cutting way smoother since I set everything faster.
I use this higher quality, I think it's rated 320. I use this to get rid of all the shine. And then I come in with a 4, 6, and 8 just to remove any of those scratches before they go on the wheels. One of the last drums, I think I forgot 6 and 800, so I don't know if it's technically always required. Actually, you can do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want.
Always good advice.
Just don't tell Bill.
Yeah, what does that guy know anyway?
Oh yes, sir. We went through 6 and 8 and 12.
Dude talks a big game. He don't know shit.
I envisioned the clip went underneath the trim, but this is like hide your crimes type clip.
You betcha. And hey, if the good folks at Pearl want to give me said alibi, I'm not going to complain. Boom.
After doing that 26-inch bass drum, this 14-inch is going to be a breeze.
Oh yeah, feels like nothing.
Two-ply, 14 mil bucket lids.
Yep, those are some beefy heads.
That's amazing. This box for this head.
I know. I get that they don't want to have a different box size just for the size head they sell the least, but like, it's still really funny. 6-inch is not super useful. Unless you're Terry Bozzio and or an asshole.
That's a wrap on this day.
Yep.
Snare Anchors came off the board.
Yep.
I pushed one 14-inch ahead by getting it sanded and ready to spray. The other wet sanded and buffed. It's ready to be laid out and drilled.
Sweet.
And Bill is down to just a set of tenors, and that line item will come off.
Yep, the other set is ready to go out. These will be done tomorrow. I gotta decide what to do about this chopping block for Caleb.
If you get it done in 2 days, these come off.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get this one done before DRAM.
Yeah, that mahogany 1414, that's not gonna, at this point, that's not gonna take very long at all, because...
And we got a website order ready to go out.
Yep, right on.
Ship it.
Ship it.